Oilers are
Back.
Yeah, I knew he would say it. At Rogers Place, that is. The Oilers kicking off a 4-game homestand. 4 games this week, all on home ice. It's big time. They're starting things off with the Nashville Predators, a team the Oilers have beat the shit out of in recent memory. And boy, oh boy, could they use one of those performances tonight. The Predators still very alive and well in the playoff race. We'll get into the standings watch a little bit earlier on today. It's getting tight out there, people. Getting nervous for Oilers fans everywhere. Nashville staying alive. The Oilers looking to get out of whatever funk they finished their road trip on. But hello, what up, and welcome to Pregaming with Boardsy, brought to you by Bet365. Whatever the moment,
It's never ordinary.
at Bet365. Download the app today. Use the promo code NATION, NATION. Joined by the one, the only, Michael Menzies, contributor here at Oilers Nation. I know 2 guys, not us, that always perform well against the Predators. 97-29, the mayor of Smashville. It's also Leon bobblehead night, so I'm going responsibly heavy on number 29 this evening on Bet365. Michael Menzies, are you going to join me on the Leon Draisaitl train?
Let's see. I might.
Whoop.
Get on all aboard. Get all aboard. You know, our totals, our over streak. You know, the Oilers, over that road trip, they played a couple stingier games where we didn't get to those high totals. So I wonder if they're going to have a similar type of committed effort to the defensive side of the puck tonight.
Tonight, scores. Yeah, there's been
baby.
Once again, I feel better. We'll get into it in just a second after getting 2 sleeps after Friday night's blown effort against the St. Louis Blues. I do feel better. More optimistic, but they got to win some hockey games this week. Also, Tuesday against the Sharks. That's must-win territory now for the Oily boys. But first things first, let's get caught up into the chat. Austin is back in. I feel like I haven't seen him for the first comment a little bit. Maybe that is a problem. Austin is back. Say it. He says, I say, Bordzy, fire up this fucking band, baby. The peasants will kneel before their Kingram. Kingram is he, and he we trust. Fear not, my ON fam. Hope will never die. Check your pulse. Check your bevies. Cup year. We need the optimism that Austin brings. And then I like Jamie. He goes, dude, it's stoked for Ingram. Right on.
Yeah, that was some. I mean, it's a Sunday. If you didn't go to Mass, I guess you're getting some of the gospel of the year, the gospel of Connor Ingram, this edition. So, yeah, Chris Knobloch went out and said it's Connor's net. It's Ingram's crease.
That's as definitive a statement as Chris Knobloch makes. He said his first sentence, we'll get into it in a minute, we'll play the clip for you, is Connor Ingram, number 1 goaltender for the Edmonton Oilers. That's the headline. His first sentence he got out, he meant it. Then right after that, he had to go right back to let his robot system reboot, power up, and try and spit out whatever he could do next. Other people in the chat, Fighting Amish, said BBL, Big Bad Leon. Ooh, we're getting...
Could
BBL squared this evening from the fellas. Menzies.
2 cheeks.
Also, shout out Kasperi Kapanen. It was a shame, was his quote that he said after Friday night's loss. Yeah, Kasperi, it was a shame. Now, first things first, it's Oscars Sunday. So I believe the Oscars started at 5 p.m. Chat, let me know. I think we'll do it at the end with Bordsy's bankroll. I made an Oscars bankroll. None of the things I'm picking will be early on in the show, so they're going to be on later on. And let me know in the chat. Also, sadly, I hope you got in the Sauce office pool that they had sent around online. I got my ballot in. Did you get yours in?
I did, yeah. I mean, I'm just picking random stuff. Like, I don't have a take on the best sound mixing, sound editing.
I'll be real with you. I just went to Bet365 and picked the favorite.
Yeah.
Basically, after the first 5, I rode with the betting favorite. I'm trying to win.
I understand that. I am very upset at the fact that I absolutely did not put my thing in.
Yeah, you're
I
smarting
messaged you guys sending the thing in, and I did not get it. I'm very upset.
Sounds like a Ryder thing. I think Ryder deserves some shit here.
Yeah, I'm curious how their curling bonspiel went. It was a media bonspiel this weekend.
Well,
Tyler was a skip. Ryder was a skip. I know some other Edmonton media rivals who will not shall They shall not be named. We will not say them, but they were there. It should be a good time. Hope it was
Ryder
a good
texted
time.
me at like 2 a.m. on Saturday morning. So, yeah, I think he was doing good. I think he was having a good time.
I like to hear that. I like that. Zed said, I'm willing the win streak into existence in the chat. And then Oil Tang said, Saros in the summer, please? Oh, that ship might have sailed for the Edmonton Oilers when they acquired Tristan Jarry, but we'll deal with that then. Right now, we have a new number one goaltender for the Oilers. Okay, so let's talk about Friday, and then we'll move on very, very quickly, because it makes me sad to think about what went down. The Oilers, they close out their 4-game roadie, 2-1-1 record, which was the very minuscule goal, I will say, set by Tyler and Liam on Oilers Nation every day. It's disappointing because of the way they started the trip, right? Huge win over Vegas in the division. You beat the number one team in the entire NHL. Then they got pumped by the Dallas Stars, and they kind of pissed down their leg. Not kind of, Friday night against the St. Louis Blues. Overall, after I've had 2 sleeps on it, I do feel a little bit better. I mean, it's straight up loser talk, but you've heard that a lot from me this season. Because overall, the grand scheme, you made up ground on a division rival in the Vegas Golden Knights. Well, you thought you did, at least in the moment, and you did gain some confidence. You showed you can compete with the best team in the NHL. Then they went out and got smacked by the second best team in the entire NHL. As for Friday night's game, it was, what did I say, boring, low event, whatever you want to call it. That was a good thing for the Oilers for 40 minutes. I'd argue that's something they haven't played enough boring hockey games this season. And I know that might be crazy for me to say when I host a pre- and post-game show, but they only allowed 7 high-danger chances. As Kasperi Kapanen said, Menzies, it's a shame.
It's a shame.
It's a shame that they dropped that one. I'm curious, what were your takeaways after a couple sleeps? Are you able to find some positive? 5 points out of 8 on the road trip. Your thoughts, feelings, concerns?
Well, so 2 games, I think, on the trip. Vegas and St. Louis, they did play a much more low-event brand of hockey. And I think for them to accumulate points and standings, their best method is having this be part of their repertoire. Unfortunately, what we saw in St. Louis was kind of more so harkens back to the start of the year when the Oilers couldn't hang on to leads. You know, 4 of the first 15 games of the season, the Oilers blew a multi-goal lead and lost. They've done it twice since the Olympic break with Anaheim, first game out of the chute. They were up 2 heading into the third, and then they're on Friday. But they do get a point. They did beat Vegas in that game. They need a bit more of these types of games for them to accumulate points. You know, I just wrote a column that went out moments ago, the Sunday Scramble, that kind of digs in a bit more to the San Jose Sharks. Now, they're playing right now. Last I looked, I think they were trailing 4-3 to Ottawa. But
It's 4-4.
It's 4-4. So here's the thing with their remaining schedule, the Sharks. They only play 5 of their remaining, call them 17 after today, games against teams that are currently in the playoffs. The Oilers twice, the Ducks twice, and Buffalo. And it's going to be Oilers and Buffalo this week for them. Other than that, you get a lot of Chicago, Nashville 3 times, Winnipeg, Vancouver. You know, teams that aren't in the mix right now are really, you know, still on the outside bubble, kind of like Nashville is with like a 20%, you know, playoff odds. So you look at this week ahead, and again, you have a lot of, you get a break in between every game, but this is your 5th game in 8 nights. It's going to be 8 games in 14 nights for this team, and so they need to set things back up at home like we saw earlier in the year. They've not been as good on home ice in the calendar year of 2026. They're below 500. They're 6-7-1. And a lot of those wins were in the wild comeback variety. Although nobody, you know, it's not as fun to, you know, crack a beverage, sit on the couch and watch low-scoring chance type of games. If that's the brand that this team needs to play, it's got to be closer to what they mirror in the postseason anyways. So we've seen that they're capable. Can they sustain it? This is an interesting stretch here. 10 of their last 15 games are at home, which should be encouraging. Only 5 more road games, right? And the road record has actually been much better, as we've talked about, since the end of November. They need to figure things out on home ice. They get a good opportunity to start well against the Nashville team that is kind of meandering, some ups and some downs as of late.
Oilers have been a good road squad. I even looked today. Their power play this season, number 1 in the NHL. It's actually better on the road than it is at home at Rogers Place. Now, we normally do it in the need to know, but you need to know earlier now for the Oilers how much this game matters and how much every other game matters moving forward. Brett, give me a little standings update here. Throw me up. So what we look at here is before the evening started of hockey games. There's only been one that's already finished right now. It's the Jets beating the Blues 3-2 earlier on this afternoon. Brett, throw it up for the folks if you can. There was a 14-game NHL slate that went down last night, and it was lovely to sit back, kick my feet up, and just get to watch as a fan.
You watched a lot of hockey last night?
I did. I also went to the Captain's Boil in South Common. Has anybody ever been there? I know we're about to do the standings update.
Captain's
It's
Boil.
where they basically you can get your flavor of different seafood, side of corns, different things. They put it in a bag like a crawfish boil. Your table has just paper towel or whatever all over it.
Wow.
They dump it out on the table. They give you the gloves. They give you the bib. It was awesome. I had a hell of an evening.
Town.
There we go. Brett, throw it up for me. Sorry, I got sidetracked.
Look at this
there for a
bib. Look at
second.
this Captain's Boil of the
delicious.
Pacific.
Anybody in the chat, let me know if you've been to the Captain's Boil.
Do they
no
cook
free
shark?
ads. I would love them to be on the show.
Did they cook shark there?
No, but they got all market price. You got good stuff. They didn't have any oysters, though, last night. Okay. I'm a huge oyster guy. Getting sidetracked. Standing update here. So, last night, unfortunately, Vegas beat Chicago 4-0. So, there they are, number 1 seed in the Pacific Division. The Anaheim Ducks, they lost 2-0 to the Ottawa Senators. So, they didn't move any bit. The LA Kings would also lose. So, that's good news. Scroll down a little bit more here, Brett. Utah leading the wild card there. San Jose now occupying the last wild card spots. Seattle right behind them. LA right behind them as well. And the team the Oilers taking on this evening, the Nashville Predators, they are not out of this thing yet. So you cannot be taking anyone lightly. Preds tonight, San Jose on Tuesday. Then you get the 2 Florida teams to round out the week. It is going to be a big test for the Edmonton Oilers. And Michael Menzies, if the Oilers, I basically call this playoff hockey right now because you're taking on 4 good teams this week. Regardless what Florida's record is, there's going to be emotion really ratcheted up in that one, especially back on home ice. And with the day break in between each one, smells like playoff hockey to me. And usually for playoff hockey, you have to name a number 1 goaltender, and that is exactly what head coach Chris Knobloch did earlier this morning. Let's play the clip now. We'll discuss it afterwards. So here is head coach Nobby addressing the number 1 goaltender spot for the Edmonton Oilers.
But fair to say, it needs to be a bit of a meritocracy here, like Connor Ingram will be viewed and treated as the starting goalie and get the starts that a starting goaltender would get, and as opposed to a 1A, 1B scenario here? Like, you're going to have to ride Ingram here?
Right now, we are going to be playing the best goalie and the who's given us his best chance of winning each night. We've got, I believe, 1 back-to-back later in April, so it's not that our goaltender can't be playing all these games. I think it's a heavy workload to be giving Connor all those games, but right now, Connor is our starting goalie. He will be getting the majority of the starts as of now until something changes.
The robot has spoken. Pew, pew, pew. That's as big of a statement as you're going to get from Chris Knobloch. They're saying, hell yeah, Connor Ingram is officially Himgram, as Austin pointed out in the chat earlier. The Oilers only play 1 more back-to-back this season. I know you, Michael Menzies. You don't believe a goddamn word that comes out of Nobby's mouth. You have been on the side of Tristan Jarry is still going to get his spot starts in the net. I could definitely see that coming. Once again, this is all eye in the sky. But as for this week for me, and we discussed this on our last After Dark, with a day off between every single game this week at home, I think thoroughly, once again, depending on performance, knock on wood again for Connor Ingram, if he gives up if he puts up solid performances, I'm going to keep him in the net. But what was your takeaway? Don't give me the impression on top of the impression. I want Michael Menzies' takeaway from Nobby's statement there.
Well, look, Rashog had to pull it out of him to say it.
It's good reporting. It's good reporting.
You know, he asked an initial question. There was a whole thing about Jari's confidence, first of all, coming back from the injury, how they didn't play well in front of him. It deteriorated his confidence. He's got to get back to work at practice. It took a follow-up question for Knobloch to declare, quote-unquote, that right now Ingram is the starter. But what does that really mean? Like, I want to see it in actions. If that's the case, like if the Oilers, get popped for 6 tonight, then we'll see. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, you can have this 1-2 scenario. He can say that's the way they're going. I'll just believe it when I see it. That's all. Jari hasn't played well. Ingram's played better. If you look at the last 10 games, neither have been tremendous. But I thought Ingram was fine against the Blues. And he deserves to get the majority of the starts here. This is the scenario. But there is no recourse here for the Oilers and Jari. He can't be waived. He can't be set down. Jari's here. And Jari's going to play games. And, I asked, we touched on it, I think, on the last After Dark. I asked again today, like, what's your number? 15 games to go. If you had to guess, Jari starts. I still think it's probably 5 or 6.
I was going to say 3 to 4. Probably 4. Also, I saw Zed said, knowing Knobs, Jari's going to start the next 3 games. He's going to throw us a curveball. He zigs when you think he's going to zag. I saw Bag Milk had a tweet as well, and he was like, there's nothing else you can really do. It's the most obvious statement of all time that he even had to declare him as the number 1, but at least that gives us a little peek into the mindset of the coaching staff inside the locker room.
It's all what's done after a loss.
Basically.
Right? And so this is after a loss. They go back to Ingram here. These are the questions, because that's typically when he's made his goalie switches here throughout this season. And even throughout a lot of last year between Skinner and Pickard. So we'll see. We'll wait and see. I think it's still very much like it's a great quote. It's a great soundbite. It's a declaration, quote unquote, until it isn't.
Yeah, absolutely. And we love that here at Oilers Nation. We love that as the fan base, but I think it's all results driven. And a lot of people in the chat, I agree with your sentiment that, hey, what you just said, Tristan Jari is an Oiler, okay? He ain't going anywhere for the rest of the season. Who knows about next season? And the ideal course of action is that he gains confidence, finds his game, and gets back to a state that he started with the Edmonton Oilers. At least let me put it nicely there. So Connor Ingram, he starts tonight taking on the Nashville Predators, a team that the Edmonton Oilers have traditionally owned. 15-1-3 in their last 18 games against the Predators. It's been well documented, but why don't we document it even more? There's 2 Edmonton Oilers who love to perform against these Nashville Predators. Let's start with the mayor of Smashville, Leon Draisaitl. It is his bobblehead night tonight at Rogers Place. We also do have a photo of the bobblehead. Looks pretty good out there. It's one I would like to get my hands on one day. Do you own any bobbleheads?
No.
Do you own any collector's items?
A lot of different collector's stuff, but no bobbleheads in the collection, no.
I own a Jason Kidd New Jersey Nets bobblehead.
Really?
Throwback.
Well, look at this.
And I'd like to own that one. Look at that beard and jawline.
So how
they
many
did that
fans get this?
I have no idea. It just says Leon bobblehead night.
Probably like the first 100.
Well, then get over there, people. What are you doing watching pregame?
But and that's what I mean. And of course, though, get your 50-50 ticket because we got to see it every intermission.
Hey, my buddy won the 50-50 this year, so it does happen.
Him.
I do know that it happens. And I had one hell of an evening.
It's life-changing.
When he decided to take the boys
I've heard. It's life-changing.
It was good.
I've heard it.
Now for the Nashville Predators and our boys. The mayor of Smashville, Leon Draisaitl. So in his career, 31 games played against the Preds. He's got 29 goals, 25 apples, 54 points. And he actually has 28 goals in his last 22 games against the Predators. Already this season, they've played him twice. He has 2 goals, 6 total points, back-to-back 3-point nights earlier this season. You got to love the mayor of Smashville. And usually on Bet365, on Predators night, He does deliver in more than one category, but it's kind of even burying the lead because the other guy, Connor McDavid, the Edmonton Oilers captain, he actually has the highest point per game total against the Predators of any other player in history. His numbers are insane as well. 16 goals, 32 apples, 48 points in 26 games played. That's 1.85 points per game. McDavid's minus 130 for 2 points. Dry's minus 110. McDavid actually has Draisaitl has better odds, plus 125 to score a goal. McDavid's plus 100. If you were a betting man on Bet365, because whatever the moment,
It's never ordinary.
at Bet365, what would you do? Do you think it continues here? Let's start with Leon. Because those numbers you look at are absolutely insane. 28 goals in his last 22 games. That's messed up. That's a really long sample size over several years. It makes no sense. He just likes the yellow jersey combo. I don't know what it is. Confidence level for Leon tonight. He's also on an 8-game point streak. Oh, yeah.
Well, the reason I would say don't bet it is because there's probably the worst odds you're going to get on a bet like this. Because they know that, people, hey, every Oiler fan knows that these are the stats, but does that mean it will or won't happen? I mean, I'd lean to yes. I think Draisaitl has 2 goals and 4 assists against the Preds in the 2 games. So, I mean, there's no reason to, for whatever reason, and I think Yaremchuk said on the O&E the other day, doesn't believe so much in how a player plays depending on the color of the other team's jerseys. Well, for whatever reason, there are wild disparities between some teams to other teams that players just play well.
Devin Dubnyk said it on Pregaming and After Dark last season. He's like, I don't know what it is, man. Sometimes you just lock in. You see the puck a little bit better.
Eric Svatos used to love killing the Oilers as an Av.
There's a lot of
winger.
weird random names that enjoy
Speaking
killing
of weird
Oilers.
random names,
Please.
Andrew in the chat said, I have Mike York's 2003 game-worn jersey from the Heritage Classic. Now that is nailed.
That's a collectible. That's collectible. Mike York. I was a big Mike York guy. So I was a part of the McJunior Oiler fan club as a kid. So that was back when they do the skills contest and all the Team White against Team Blue kind of dealio. And then you go down, get your autographs. I got all the old Oilers in that time frame. Mike York, Anson Carter, Ace, signed on everything.
Ace.
Eric Brewer was my guy back in the day. Shout out, gold medal.
Do you remember they used to do it was a junior reporter, but I was able to interview, I put in quotation marks, Sheldon Surrey.
No, I never got to do that.
I had a Sheldon Surrey jersey that they allowed me to bring, and they gave me a what's it called? Season tickets. It wasn't the season tickets, but tickets to the game against San Jose Sharks.
Nice.
Andrew Cogliano, first career goal. Along with Sam Gagner. I stood up there. In the 220s, whatever they gave me, and I went, Sam Gagner, he scores his first NHL goal. It was Andrew Cogliano.
Same, but different.
Yeah.
Me and my brother yesterday were talking about, remember when the shootout came around and just Cogs, those guys in the shootout were unbelievable. Getting very off topic here.
Oilers have not won in the shootout this year.
That's what we were talking about.
I was going down this whole rabbit hole last night, also in the Sunday Scramble column. So the Utah Mammoth have not gone to the shootout this season. They're the only team to have not gone to the shootout. The next is 3 games. The Oilers have only been in 3 shootouts, but every other team. There's only one team in NHL history since the inception of the shootout to go a full season without going to one. And it was the Canadian Division Edmonton Oilers.
Whoa.
I didn't know that. I literally went back. I had bourbon in my cup, and I was staring at the standings at midnight, going back and looking at stupid shootout records and stuff like that. There's some interesting shootout records. This Anaheim is 8-0 in the shootout.
I want to get in some of that bourbon with you. And
Elijah Craig.
let's get in the deep, dark corners of the interweb. And then as for the enemy, the Predators, 3 points back of a playoff spot. We just looked at it earlier there in the standings. But they do have both L.A. and the Seattle Kraken in front of them. Each of them up 2 points on the Preds. 3-4-3 in their last 10 games. You wrote about it on the pre-scout article. Oh, beautiful, Brett. Just look at their numbers overall on the season. 20th in goals for, 27th in goals against. But look at that special teams unit, 10th on the power play, 11th on the PK. They are also coming off of a loss where they blew a 2-goal lead in the third period against the Vancouver Canucks and would eventually lose in the shootout. I still don't know. It wasn't confirmed when we started the show. I don't know if it's Juuse Saros, still unconfirmed, but I expect it's going to be
Andrew Burnett, head games.
Ooh. Thoughts, feelings on the Nashville Predators lineup?
Ooh, the Germans are after me, Smithers. Ooh, the Germans. Thought on the Preds. Well, I thought it was interesting what Brunette said because, they gag a 2-goal lead with 4 minutes to go against Vancouver. And
Sam
lose in the
gagged a
shootout.
2-goal lead away.
Yeah. And Brunette had the whole other thing. Like, we were lucky to even get a point. Kind of talked about how the young guys were the only ones going and the vets weren't very strong. But what's interesting is that they're on the road. This will be their 4th consecutive road game, but they haven't played since Thursday. So they've had a couple of days to really stew here on everything.
They were in Vancouver before, right?
Yeah.
Did stop in the Rocky Mountains?
I mean, they probably
knowing the Preds, they're not allowed to.
No.
Remember?
Yeah, no.
No extracurriculars for
Sorry.
you.
Well,
Only if you're in a playoff spot.
Only the worst general manager of all time, Barry Trotz, he puts his foot down and says, no more. So who knows who they'll come out. Their playoff percentage, I was looking at Money Puck today, it's around 23% playoff odds for them to get in, but they need to start reeling off some W's. But their young players are coming in hot.
Youth movement.
Yeah. So, the Matthew Woods of the world, Evangelistas had a great season. Ryan Ufko, I think, is how you say it.
I was hoping you'd know. And then the other guy's name, I don't even know where to begin.
Zachary Laru?
Maybe it was that.
Is that who you're thinking of?
I don't know.
Zachary Laru.
We'll get there in a minute.
I genuinely wanted the Edmonton Oilers to draft him over Xavier Bourgault. Genuinely wanted Zachary.
Yeah, that was that draft.
Ozzy Weisblatt. That was the name I was thinking of.
See, the Predators.
Sick name.
It's hard drafting in the second half of the first round. The Washington Capitals, I don't think get enough credit in post-lockout to like 2013. Unbelievable how they drafted in the second half of the first round. Nashville's done a lot here. They need to see some returns because the likes of the Laru, Schaefer obviously acquired from the Oilers, Wood, Weisblatt. These guys, are they going to pop for them? Because they've put some draft capital into them.
Was Zachary Laru 2022 pick? Draft?
Off the top of my head, I can't.
I'm not up on my Predators draft.
That was the guy that I wanted the Oilers to pick. Like, you sit there and want guys who will go in there and just be a prick. Zachary Laru.
I do
Love
like
that guy.
I do have a type, but it's those kind of guys. Let's
so
go
he was
now.
the 21 draft. So that was the Bourgault.
21.
Yeah,
Sick.
Bourgault draft.
Sick. Need to know info. Brought to you by Wilhauk Beef Jerky. Because only the finest tasting meat products earn the Wilhauk name. Made from 100% Alberta beef, their jerky is aged, seasoned, smoked, and marinated to savory perfection. They gladly fill orders of any size, and you can find their jerky, sausage, and other products out of their Leduc location. We just got amazing news for your need to know.
Oh, I have
Ryan
an idea.
Nugent-Hopkins is on the ice for the Edmonton Oilers. 9 seconds ago, Jack Michaels, Edmonton Jack right on the scene, says,
Boom.
quote, he'll play. The Nuge is in the lineup for the Edmonton Oilers. Once again, we don't know for sure if he had a kid or not. Sounds like he did. Congrats, Nuge, if that is true.
Where did that come from? That rumor.
I don't know. Waz told us, and I just know that Waz is in the creepy, crawly corners of the internet. So
Also, in this picture, Jack Roslovic, no Bucky. Sick. Fucking sick.
anytime Roslovic.
It was. The reporter in me, not to get pump my chest out again. I'll wait for confirmation.
Puff it out.
I'll wait for confirmation before Blue and Orange Frames tells me something.
Allegedly, we do not know. But shout out Nuge. He's going to be back in the lineup. The Oilers 7-1-2. Their last 10 against Nashville. They've won 8 out of 9 at Rogers Place in this decade, in the 2020s. 1-0-1 this season. They won 6-2 back on January 6th. lost 4-3 in overtime on January 13th. Nuge, not a game time decision. He's in. While Ty Emberson, he's out. He's still not on IR or anything like that. He is just listed as out. So you would assume that it's not that bad of an injury. The Oilers also have earned at least 1 point in 18 of their last 19 games against the Predators. That's that 15-1-3 span. Just sounds cooler when you say at least 1 point in 18 of 19.
Yeah.
It's a good spin zone. Good spin zone. And I do love this. Every month or two since he was acquired from the Oilers, Bob Stauffer gives you the Matthias Ekholm plus-minus update.
Oh, yeah.
And
This
the
is a
latest
classic.
update since he was acquired from the Nashville Predators, February 28th of 2023. Ekholm leads all NHL defensemen in plus-minus at plus 107. I love that he does it every 2 months. And I'm like, fuck yeah, he does, man. Absolutely, he does.
Pretty good.
Sorry, so he leads all defensemen
And plus-minus at plus 107.
in the NHL
Yes.
from that spot. From
February 28th, 2023.
wow.
Have you been missing the Bob updates for the last year and a half, 2 years? Because he had it first.
Pizza pasta and Ekholm's plus minus. That's what it's
I'm
about.
just trying to make a clip.
Hey, nice. There you go. Connor Ingram, he's going to get the start. For the Preds, 5th in the Central Division, 3 back of the final wild card spot. Game 4 of 5 on a 5-game road trip. But yeah, it is unusual. I didn't even think about it, how much time they had off.
Yeah.
What are you do in Edmonton for that many days? I was at West Ed yesterday. Were they at West Ed yesterday?
Yeah, typically that's a Banff Jasper
Yeah. It should
type
be.
of
It should be.
type of scenario. Would you scratch Henrique and keep Jones in?
No, I don't think I would.
Says
Why?
he's a Max Jones guy.
Maybe for
Claims.
one game or two. I just think that Adam Henrique.
Well, we're talking about tonight's game. I'm not trying to knob block you into
I'm
declaring
not,
a starter
I'm not
here.
there because I didn't have it in my head. You asked me, gun to head. No, I'm going. Oh God. I'm going no just because of everything that Rico brings on the PK. And while I love the physicality of Max Jones, I want to believe in Rico so bad. And I swear he's just the most snake-bitten guy in the world. And once he breaks
October
that,
23rd.
once he scores one, the floodgates are going to open. This is all just wishful thinking. Maybe it's just because he's hot. Maybe that's why I want to
He's
see him
a
on the ice.
very
Let's be real.
attractive man.
That could be why.
Well, absolutely. Is there anyone in the Oilers organization that you'd rather have than Rico right now? Currently in the organization, is there anyone other than Josh Szymanski? Because that guy.
Nothing that, once again, Colton Dock, but he's banged up, which sounds like he reactivated or did something,
Re-aggravated an injury, yeah.
An injury that he had with the Chicago Blackhawks, which everything I read about it, I instantly went, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Don't know
Yeah.
how I feel about
Uh-oh.
that. Brett, let me mull that over and get back to you on after, because I don't think so
Fair.
at the moment. Sometimes the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know.
Roby Arventi? Not
Oh,
calling
careful.
your name?
It's
Roby?
funny
Careful.
because the beginning of this, Yarventia, I believe, Yarventia. The beginning of the season, we had Stephen Ellis on, some guys, and they were like, hey, read some articles, who's the most likely guy to be called up? It was Roby Yarventia. He's the only guy we haven't really seen so far this season.
Quinn
for the
Hudson
Edmonton
and
Oilers.
Max Jones on a line together, I recall, eating up the Boston Bruins.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Remember
Let's
that?
Go. Let's
Bucks on net?
Remember
go. Remember that? Yeah, you remember that?
we actually have an update on who's going to be starting in net, which we'll get to later on. But Juices,
I got not the Oilers.
Anunin?
Not the Oilers. Not the Oilers.
Juices Anunin
Oh,
the Juice.
baby.
will be starting in net for the
Don't disrespect OJ like
Nashville
that.
Predators.
Whoa, the Juice is on the loose
The
on
Juice is
104th
loose.
Ave.
White Bronco speeding down to
Watch
Rogers
out.
Place right now. Nice.
They extended him mid-season.
Justice.
strangely.
He's on the case, delivering justice all around the NHL. Let me finish. Need to know. Ryan O'Reilly, he leads the Predators in points. And there you go. Justice Anunin will start versus Edmonton
Interesting
on
maneuver.
Saturday. Shout out DFO Fantasy. Shout out Zach Lang. Shout out Brock Sagan. They do fantastic work. I'm also in the fantasy basketball semifinals right now, and I haven't checked. Getting nervous. Ryan O'Reilly leads him in points, while Steven Stamkos leads him in goals. He's got 31 on the season, hitting the 30-goal plateau. I looked for the 10th time in his NHL career. Let's go now. Home team lineup brought to you by Oodles of Noodles. Download the app today, and you can earn loyalty rewards points when you do so. Take advantage of their many, many awesome deals. The $2 deal on top of any regular or any premium box. You can get 2 green onion cakes or 5 spring rolls or 6 deep-fried wontons. Bert, throw it up for me. What we expect for the Edmonton Oilers lineup.
This is in hopes that Nuge plays tonight.
Right, because he can take the warm-up.
Whoa, yo, you got to go to Tony Burrow's tweet. You got to go to TB's tweet.
Oh, TB.
TB, he's on the case. Giving a little justice. So it's
My
actually going to be
cameraman.
top line. Nice. Shout out Nate. Matt Savoy on the top line with Connor McDavid and Zach Hyman. Your second line stays together. Vasily Podkolzin with Leon Bobblehead Knight Draisaitl and Kasperi Cheeks Klappinen coming off a goal against his former team. Your third line, the Nuge with Jason Dickinson and Jack Roslovic. Fourth line, Sminsky and Henrique and Trent Frederick. Sorry, Tony. I don't know why I did that to you right there. That was a dick move. Ekholm with Bouch. Darnell Nurse continues to play with Connor Murphy. And Jake Woolman plays with Spencer Stastny. Ingram in the crease. All right. Initial thoughts. Chat. I want to know what you guys think as well. Savoy sticks with McDavid. I think he's looked very good in that spot. The term I used on Friday was like a glove. Fitting like a glove out there. And that third line, just with the pedigree of those 3 letters, RNH, with Dickinson and Roslovic, that's a top 9 if I've ever seen one before. Michael Menzies, your initial reaction?
Well, you think of R and N and those letters being so valuable in Wheel of Fortune. They're given, right for the final clue. So we see the power in those letters. And look, Savoy is going to get a little bit of a longer stint. It looks like at the top line. I personally would have scratched Henrique, put Szymanski at fourth line center, and put Jones on the other wing, just for another game. Jones is there, so let's use him and have it be more of a bang and crash type of 5 games in 8-day sort of stretch. Will Savoy stay with McDavid for over or under 1.5 periods?
Over. I'm gonna go with over. I've seen the type of player that Matt Savoy is becoming in front of our eyes right now, and this shows me from Chris Knobloch the leash is getting extended for Savoy. And I'd also argue we love the Nuge. Earmuffs if you're bag milk out there. The Nuge, while he's had a great season numbers-wise, I feel like the last couple of weeks there's definitely been a downturn in production. I joked with you guys the only goals he was scoring was ones he was trying to get out of the way of. Still scores, still doesn't matter. And maybe let's take a look at it, a different look. Spit some people in the chat. KB Stir. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that third line. Shaz said nasty third line. Zed, that third line might be sneaky good. And then Oil Tangs asked the question, are we ... deep? Question mark.
Oh, we're deep.
Oh, we're getting there.
This is game 68. We are.
Southpaw said he agrees, Menzies, that he liked Max Jones.
We are deep. One thing that top line has to do is getting scored on.
Play defense?
Yeah. Some concerning numbers in the last couple of games with a lot of dashes in front of McDavid, Hyman, Savoy, and Nuge from the Thursday game. So they have to play better defensively.
You know who doesn't have concerning numbers this season? Evan Bouchard. 19 goals on the season, 1 away from the 20-goal mark. The last Edmonton Oiler to do it, a guy Brett actually just mentioned, Sheldon Surrey, back in 2008-2009 when he led the Oilers, tied with Hemsky.
Shout out
with
Fishing
23
Lake
goals.
Métis Settlement.
There you go. Shout out. So if Bouch does it, knock on wood, gets to the 20-goal mark, he'd become the 4th Oiler all-time to do so. Surrey, Paul Coffey, who did it 6 times, and Charlie Huddy. Shout out Huddy. Shout out the old NHL playing against plumbers and electricians.
Okay, JJ.
I
Easy.
know. There's Evan Bouchard's numbers, though, on the season. 76 points in 67 games. First in points by a defenseman. He's got an 8-point lead on second place, Zach Werenski, and he's also just 12th overall in all skaters points-wise in the entire NHL. Right now, Bush is plus 475 to win the Norris Trophy, which once again, I don't know if he will do that. I don't know if he has enough pedigree on his previous reputation to overcome those things. Shout out to Rick and the boys, though, because I think they got Bouchard Norris at like plus 3,000 a couple weeks ago, a couple months ago. Back at plus 475 right now. That's just good gambling, folks. Shout out to them. Shout out to Bouchard. Hopefully it's 20-goal mark this season.
Yeah, plus EV. Plus EV. I wouldn't bet the number now. You missed it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And honestly, the voters, I think, would rather, stub their toe than vote for Bouchard. But with that
maybe
said...
in a couple years.
With that said, Bouchard will look to start a new point streak tonight. He's obviously a huge part of the Oilers' ability to control the game. The plays he makes with the puck, we know when he's dialed in, he's a big reason why the Oilers are successful. So in a game like this tonight, hopefully he can restart a streak.
Haven't said it in a minute. The chat's saying it right now. Cup year.
Cup year.
Thank you, Brett. Tristan? Nope, didn't hear an echo back there. Fired.
Also, I want to say, at the end of last show, we sat there and went, you pointed at me and went, he didn't say it. He didn't say it. I just want to say he pointed at me. I assumed that he wanted me to
end the stream.
Yeah, so I apologize.
Cup year.
I just want to apologize.
Cup year.
To all the people. Cup year. Sorry, it was just an apology to everyone.
I'll start snapping at you when I want a cup year. That'll be my...
Yeah, but your snap last time was for Ritz Covian, so...
Yeah.
Ritz-Carlton.
You have to retrain me.
You got to read my snap, bro. You got to read my
You have to retrain...
Open my snaps.
I'll get some treats. Good boy, Brett. Good boy. All right.
Open my
Let's go
snaps.
now. My good boy will take us there. The starting goaltender report brought to you by Dog Patch. We were here Friday night. Lovely evening. Nation night out. It was fantastic. It was the Oily, as you see right there on your screen. Also, my buddy yesterday sent me a snap. Heebs, the super gremlin, as all of you know and hate him in the chat. He came down to Dog Patch just to get dinner last night because he's like, Boards, I'm so sick of you always sending me these amazing snaps of these amazing 5-star meals you're sending. So we came here. I don't know if he went by himself. Gremlin, you in the chat right now? I'm sorry if I'm singling you out that you eat dinner by yourself. But
shocker.
Look at that. He said 5 out of 5 stars. It was an unbelievable meal
Super
last night.
Gremlin doesn't
Super
have
Gremlin.
someone to come to dinner with?
Nothing wrong with going out by yourself. Take yourself
No,
out.
absolutely not.
I mean, it's less than
You're
ideal.
in like small towns all the time. I bet you do it all the time, right?
well,
I did it in Toronto.
As somebody who, all of us have lived in the Lakeland area,
Yep.
we love the Spice Hut.
Yeah.
And I would go to the
that's true.
Spice Hut by myself.
2-hour roadie. Let's go.
Don't
right
even
now.
care.
Let's go.
Oh, god damn.
All right, throw up the numbers for our two goaltenders. I don't know if you... Oh, my boy's quick on the draw. Oh, shout out intern Tristan. He got Eustace. I like Justice.
Careful.
I like calling him Justice. But either way, there you see his numbers, .888 save percentage with a 3.15 goals against. Somehow, some way, Connor Ingram has the yellow on his side this evening. Goal for him. If you're just joining us, Chris Knobloch did have as big a statement as he can kind of make. Once again, we'll believe it when we totally see it. But he said, quote, right now, Connor Ingram is our starting goaltender. He will get the majority of the starts as of now until something changes. That's just the most Knobloch trail off you've ever heard. Either way, that's positive
This
news.
war is only going to last a couple weeks unless...
We're choosing to believe in him. And then Eustace Anunin, you take over for a second, talk about him. Well, I'm going to look up his career numbers against the Oilers.
Well,
'cause I feel like they're not good.
Well, Noonan got re-signed, early January, despite having, below average numbers. He was re-signed for really cheap. So Trotz, he was locking it down. Obviously, Nashville has, they did a little spring cleaning, but I don't really understand what this organization is doing. I think it's legitimate to say Barry Trotz, per minute as general manager, may have been the worst general manager of all time. I think he's in the conversation.
GM malpractice.
He's a tremendous head coach. I think you can argue a top 10, top 15 all-time NHL head coach. But how the Predators, kind of dip their toe in, okay, we'll get a couple pieces, McCarron will deal, and, Cole Smith will deal, and, these guys, but how they've approached this, I don't know. Their chips are in. They're still in the hunt, but I don't know about Burnett's tenure. I don't know where this team's going to go. This is all for the longer term. Tonight is it's a 60-minute hockey game. Anything can happen. Although the Oilers largely control, the Predators beat the Oilers in overtime last time they played because Tristan Jarry took a friggin' jaunt out of the net. And then it was a whole thing.
I was thinking about it today. I was like, what was that Predators game? I can't totally remember it. And then it just it popped in my head, and I was like, oh, yeah, that was the one where he went for a skate. Menzies, I apologize. People who don't probably noticed, having a tough time listening to you there. Kennedy just sent in our Brett. I don't know if you can show it maybe by the end of the show here if you can get it in. She just put in there, once again, I should probably add you. No, you don't. No, you have a green phone. You can't be added to this. Yeah, it's an iMessage thing. Kennedy sent a photo and said, fully just watched Tristan Jarry throw his stick into the crowd, and Peyton caught it. And sent a photo of Peyton in his John Klingberg jersey holding the stick. Wow, he is going to be the most annoying person ever tomorrow. He better bring that stick into the office tomorrow.
It's on its way.
I want to hold it when we're doing shows now.
Oh, yo.
Leave the game, come right to the office, and we'll have Jarry's stick.
It says it's tough.
I'll tap it against the BBL, and it'll be all good to go.
It's good luck.
Yeah.
Run it back to him.
It's on its way. I'm waiting for it to send to itself.
That's unbelievable.
Wow, that was awesome. Yeah, okay, we'll do that in a second. Let's go now. The away lineup. Scores. Jarry scores. Thanks, Peyton. The away lineup brought to you by GMC Truck Month. It's Truck Month, and that means it's your opportunity to get into a 2026 GMC Sierra 1500 Pro Graphite Crew Cab at 0% financing for 72 months. You're getting a 2-inch factory lift with off-road suspension, a powerful 5.3-liter V8 engine, and a commanding presence that demands attention. Hurry in to go see the Sierra 1500 Pro Graphite Crew Cab in person and take advantage of Truck Month before it ends. Spurt, throw it up for me. What we expect to see for the Nashville Predators lineup. I believe we just got an update from shoutout Brooks Bratton. Covers the Nashville Predators. Brooksy. Here it is. Look at it.
That's what I'm saying, Brooksy.
R.I.P., I think.
Yes.
Preds lineup. Steven Stamkos top line with Ryan O'Reilly and Luke Evangelista. Second line, Philip Forsberg with Matthew Wood and Jonathan Marchessault. An old friend, Ginger Beef, Reed Schaefer with Eric Holla and Zachary Laru. Your fourth line, Tyson Yost with Fedor Svechkov and Ozzy Weisblatt. Fun fact, Tyson Yost, cousins with my buddy Decker. Yeah, I know. Very weird. Very weird. Your deep pairings, Brady Shea with Roman Josi, Nick Hague with Nick Perbix, and then Justin Barron with Ryan Ufko.
Sure.
Ufko. Dealer's choice.
I'm a big Ryan Ufko fan.
There it is. All right.
He scored a nice goal for his first career goal on Tuesday against
Is
Seattle.
I only read about it. I didn't actually see it.
Is he a junior A hockey guy?
Ufko?
Did he play in the AJHL?
I don't.
Am I crazy? Ufko, I was a big Ufko guy. I was also a big Zachary Laru fan, as I said earlier on in this episode. But Zachary Laru, every single time I try to say Zachary Laru, he has an L in the name, and I go Zachary Laru. Every single time.
I'm happy we didn't draft him. There, I said it.
I love him. No, genuinely, I love Zachary Laru. He was, I believe it was him who, there was a big scuffle between him and fans, and he just started swinging on fans. Now, Do we appreciate the fact that a player is swinging on fans?
It took a turn.
No. But do we sit there and go, God, I love a guy with passion? Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, we love the passion. We do love the passion.
So you can sit there and argue, shit, this guy probably shouldn't argue and throw hands with fans. But B, that's passion.
He was a U show guy. Ufko. He was Chicago
USHL.
Steel.
Oh, that's where I'm getting
was
it
a
from.
what?
The Chicago
U
Steel.
show.
You show
The U
Ufko?
show.
With the Chicago Steel.
Say that
Bang.
a couple times.
Bang! Bang!
Steven Stamkos, he's had a bit of a revival this season, right? He's at 31 goals now after last year. I mean, yeah, it was all labeled. Everything was disappointing for the Predators after signing an $8 million a year deal for 4 years. He had 27 goals last year, so now he's already at 31. Bounce back for him. He was unbelievable in the months of December and January, and I believe I wrote it down. He scored 19 goals in those 2 months. There his numbers right though. Minus 19. Tough there. Don't look at that one. But Steven Stamkos, he can still put the puck in the back of the net. We know it. I'd ask you for a player to watch, but I feel like every time I do that, whoever my co-host says, they tend to score a goal.
I was hot. Yeah, I was hot with the opposition
I'm
goals.
off on that. Unless you want to. Don't do it.
I have we've got Peyton with the wood, Jory's wood. I think Matthew's wood will tickle the twine.
Oh my God, he just sent me, Brett, I gotta send you this too. He just sent me a selfie with the stick.
What was even worse was that there was 2 children beside him, and he reached up and grabbed the stick before he.
I mean,
my stick,
I
kid.
wouldn't put it
texted me
past
as well.
him. I wouldn't. Do you need me to email it to you? I'm emailing it to you.
Either way.
There you go.
Either way.
This is unbelievable
This
stuff.
is so stupid. It's so stupid. For
and-
pre-gaming, he says, Jari's stick. Yeah, of all people.
He knows.
Of all people to get Tristan Jari's stick, I don't know if Tristan Jari knows.
And he turned on Tristan Jari after
Yeah.
the last game, remember?
but he also loves
yeah, it's just
he
a very
also
weird
loves Tristan
relationship.
Jari.
they've got
Maybe
going
this
on.
is what they need. This is what everybody needs to flip things around here.
Peyton, a good luck charm. I don't know about that. Careful. Let's go now. Bordzy's bankroll. I could use a good luck charm. Brought to you by Bet365. Whatever the moment.
It's never ordinary.
At Bet365. Download the app today. Use the promo code NATION, NATION. Let's do Oscars first. So, on Bet365, you can bet on the Academy Awards. They are going right now. I think you can still do it for a while. They're still getting picked along. The good ones come later on at the end of the show. Unfortunately, you can't parlay Oscars picks. Maybe that's a good thing. Whoa! I kind of like this.
This
Boursy,
is crazy.
up top, what's your thoughts?
Yeah.
Well, Aaron. I'm going here. Timothy Chalamet, Best Actor, plus 150. Michael B. Jordan or Timmy, who's winning it? I just think if Timmy's going to do it, he's going to do it tonight. Don't discredit the ballet or the opera because that might have been his undoing.
Comments from years ago discrediting the ballet and the opera have resurfaced, and they've created quite a maelstrom of controversy for Timmy. Didn't he win for
The
a
Golden
complete
Globe.
unknown?
No, he didn't win the Oscar. No.
No.
It was Adrian Brody in The Brutalist.
Ah, yes, the Brutalist.
Not to be confused with The Pianist.
Or the
20 years
or
earlier.
the Snorist. It's like all that
Yeah,
movie.
I didn't watch that movie.
I didn't watch it either. It was Adrian Brody, 3 hours. No thanks. It's kind of what I
thanks.
thought. I tend to think it's Michael B. Jordan's to lose.
Yeah, he played 2 characters. That's the argument that I'm always, when people get back in my face, they go, I don't know, man, he played 2 characters.
With that said,
that's twice as much as what Timmy did.
Lindsay Lohan should have won in 1990 fucking 7 or 8, whatever year the Parent Trap came out.
Let's start.
Michael
let's sign
Keaton
the
should
petition.
have won for
Let's sign the petition.
duplicity.
I mean, Michael B. Jordan for not only 1 but 2 actors is pretty impressive.
It's pretty good. The other one, did you watch Weapons?
I liked Weapons.
She
I
was
saw Weapons.
unbelievable in that
Yeah.
movie. It made me so uncomfortable to watch. Shout out Amy Madigan.
She was terrifying.
Minus 138 too. That's good value.
Yeah.
That's good value for what I feel like is an absolute lock. And then the
She
perfect
looks like
neighbor.
the sister
Brett,
of
can you take up
Mimi
Bet 365 for a
from,
second?
Yeah, hold on.
The
Drew
perfect
Carey
neighbor.
show.
That lady might be one of the most fucked up things
She's
I've ever seen.
insane.
That was crazy to watch. I couldn't. How do people like that exist?
Why are
That's
we
wild.
giving her a fucking award?
Well, I guess. Well, no, it's the doc. It's the filmmaker.
It's the dog, yeah. But
Yeah.
she
Yeah, actually,
sucks.
that's a good point.
She
Sucks
sucks.
so much.
But I will say,
terrible human
Amy
being.
Madigan, who will be getting the Best Supporting Actress, and also will be getting a new movie as well as this character, whatever it is. Unbelievable. She was terrifying in this movie.
I can't stop thinking Jeremy Lebrecq is in the chat, and he said, I've been told I'm a shitty-looking Timothy Chalamet. I know, Jeremy. Yeah, I could maybe kind of.
Okay.
I
You look
know.
similar. I wouldn't say shittier, but you look very similar to Timothy Chalamet now that I think about this.
Maybe
It's your-
you can date
It's
it.
your dark features.
You can date a different Jenner, like Caitlyn.
Hey, anything's possible. Anything's
Anything- well,
possible.
no, it's-
Okay, so let me know, folks, if there's any other ones in the chat.
I should have hit up my uncle because he
Oh, yeah.
he is a part of the academy.
Academy.
He is a part of the academy.
It's so cool to be able to say that.
Well, because he
Part of the academy.
we,
Yeah.
we would. I was over there a couple
Or
years ago.
douchey to say that, actually, the more I think
It's
about it.
probably that one.
Yeah.
But we were over there for Christmas a couple years ago, and that's when they send out the movies and all that for consideration. And I remember a couple years ago they were sending out the movies, and all Christmas we would just sit there. Every night would be different, where we would watch a different Academy Award or Academy movie that would be, hey, what do you think about this movie? So I sit there and go, I think this is perfect, other than The Perfect Neighbor, because I think they think that's way too insane to give an award to, because she's fucked up. I will say.
Yeah, I see some other people in here. Tammy said that lady was awful. Jeremy also said, I'll wear it. I don't mind. It's a good guy to be compared to, if we're being completely honest.
Yeah.
He brought back ping pong. But okay, let's go to Boardsy's bankroll now for the Oilers picks. In this one, we're going juicy. We're banking on Leon Draisaitl, and it might be the new hack on Bet365. Connor Murphy blocked shots. I'm not going 2+. I'm going 3+. Plus 205 on Bet365. Murphy's played 5 games for the Oilers. He has hit this in 4 out of his 5. He had 5 blocks against St. Louis on Friday, which if you went 5+ is plus 825. I don't have the balls to do that, but 3+, I like it. Then Leon Draisaitl, we mentioned it. He's got 6 points in 2 games against the Preds this season. He's also on an 8-game point streak where he has 16 points. He also just straight up owns the Nashville Predators, so I like that one at -110. And then Leon, 3+ shots, -175. He hit this in the 2 games this season against Nashville, and he has 90 career shots in 31 career games against Nashville. It's like 2.9 something. I'm going 3 for Leon, and together, play it together, all 3 of these, is plus 725 on Bet365. That's juicy, and I feel like it's reasonable. Murph Dog, don't let me down, because he loves getting in front of pucks.
I like it. I want to spin the wheel here. We're at 5:59. Some books lock people out.
Let's go.
Well, you want to?
Let's wheel.
You want the wheel? All right,
wheel.
fine. I was just gonna say I'm a big proprietor of the block shots, as many people may know.
Yes.
Shuffle them up, Bert. What do we got,
You are
brother?
the
Hitting
block
the
shot
shuffle, hitting
man.
the shuffle.
So
All
first
right.
spin is the first goal scorer in the entire game, not just for the Oilers. Bert, spin that wheel.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Oh, let's do it. Okay. Murphy first goal.
Connor Murphy.
Connor Murphy.
Okay,
oh,
well,
I fucking love
I mean,
this.
that feels like responsibly just setting money on fire and putting it away. So I'm going to check here as I scroll.
My number is plus 5,500.
I got plus 5,000 for
Okay.
Connor Murphy first goal.
So then-
I'm still going to do it.
$5 wins you 200.
Oh, sick.
So what
I'm
happens when he
already
scores?
cashing Oscar's bets. I got more money in my account than I did before.
Freak. I should have done that. I should
Okay,
have done
Connor
that.
Murphy, plus 5,000. Remove him from the
Removing
wheel.
Connor Murphy,
Shuffle
hitting
him
a
up.
quick shuffle. You know what?
Nice. Good shuffles. Good shuffles.
Thank you. I
Integrity. It's the
appreciate
name of the
that.
game. Bert, spin that wheel. Oh, sick.
Okay, we'll play that.
Oh, that's so dirty.
Oh,
That's
Plus
so dirty.
105.
That's cheating.
Oh,
Plus
righty
one-
then.
Oh, all righty then. God, I love Ace Ventura.
Oh,
Clone him or not, I don't
righty
care. I love Jim.
Not that gym. Not the gym that was there. That was a different
That
gym.
was a different gym. Okay, all right, final thing, score predictions. Anytime goal scored that the wheel didn't just tell us. What are you thinking?
I do like the Oilers tonight. I think it's a good spot for them. 6-3, the final. Oilers win. They roll.
The over, Cashin.
Yeah.
Three. I'm going 3-4 Oil. Jeez. Let's go with Jack Roslovic. Anytime goal scorer. Jack Roslovic.
Nice,
3-2
I like
Oil.
that. Very excited
No
to get a
Bucky.
look. No Bucky. Like that look of that third line, the top 9 for the Edmonton Oilers. For me, I'm going 4-2 Oilers dub. They defend well. There's stretches where people on Reddit and in the chat go, this is boring. And I'm going to go, no, that's good hockey, ladies and gentlemen. And then, anytime goal scorer, which I might just do it, Matt Savoy. He's been around it. He's had opportunities. He had one in the slot in the final couple minutes against St. Louis. He wasn't able to bury it. That's not going to happen again. He's going to be successful this evening. And that will do it for us. 2 minutes of overtime here on Pregaming. Love you all. Love you. Love you. Love Tristan. And hey, let's get a dub here. Oilers Nation After Dark will be live right here on the ON YouTube channel at the conclusion of the Oilers hockey game. Good luck on the Bet365 Battlegrounds. If Connor Murphy scores the first goal, holy shit, I don't know what we're going to do here.
drunk tonight, Randy.
6 out of 10, boys. All right, love you all. Peace out. Talk in a couple hours. Good luck.
What's up, Nation citizens? If you enjoyed today's episode of Oilers Nation Every Day, make sure you hit the subscribe button here on our YouTube to not miss any of our content. We got you covered from interviews, insight, analysis, everything you need to stay up to date on everything around the team. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a video.